fees, all of the above, because your client called their bank and lied and said they never received their products, you never helped them, you never gave them the service that you were supposed to give them, or something that they come up with because they need an extra buck because they're either late on a bill, rent is due, their car payment is due, or something, and they want their money back because they didn't put in the effort to make the money from your courses. So now they want their money back so that they can go pay their bills that are still going to be there next month when they don't have the money again. So it's really pointless to try to get your money back from your investment when your investment is what's going to pay your bill. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Kristole Perkins. You may have heard of my business, Perkins Marketing, where I have my first $6,500 week drop shipping on Shopify. So before we even get into this video, can we talk about this background? This is my office, you guys. I don't know if you guys watch my office tour, but I've actually updated my office since the office tour. We painted, the walls are white. I took down that annoying dry erase board that literally reflects light in every single video. I hated it so much. And now look what we have, guys. Just added a few plants here and there, a few little accessories, a little nice aesthetically pleasing background. And you know, this stuff was already there, but if you guys, well, I guess I can't really do an updated office tour because the only thing I really changed was the L-shaped desk and then added some stuff to the desk, which I love having all of this space behind me. Like, so much space. Like when I'm working, so much easier to get stuff done. I have so much more space. I love it so much. So jumping into this video, the reason why you clicked on this video, the reason why you're even watching this video, chargebacks. Let's talk about chargebacks and let's talk about disputes and people calling their bank and pretending like they have no idea what Perkins Marketing is. Don't you just love when you get a little letter in the mail? What's this for? And then you see dispute, chargeback, deductions, fines, fees, all of the above, because your client called their bank and lied and said they never received their products, you never helped them, you never gave them the service that you were supposed to give them, or something that they come up with because they need an extra buck because they're either late on a bill, rent is due, their car payment is due, or something, and they want their money back because they didn't put in the effort to make the money from your courses. So now they want their money back so that they can go pay their bills that are still going to be there next month when they don't have the money again. So it's really pointless to try to get your money back from your investment when your investment is what's going to pay your bill in the long run. Food for thought, free game. Okay, so if you have an at-home office, which I hope you do, or some type of at-home area for all of your stuff, I actually do have a file for all of my disputes. So this dispute is going to be added to this file, and then I actually have another one that came in the mail. You guys are probably wondering, like, wow, you have so many disputes. Like, why do you have so many disputes? So I normally don't get any chargebacks or disputes at all. With my dad passing away, I did go MIA for obvious reasons. My father passed away. I'm not on the internet for 3 weeks, almost a month. People are starting to wonder where I am. I'm not giving anybody any explanations. I'm not responding to any DMs. All of my clients have been updated, and my Facebook group for Perkins Marketing has been updated. All of my current clients know. So anybody who came across my YouTube video in that time frame, anybody who went in my website, because I was getting random orders even though I wasn't promoting or talking about anything. So I was getting orders and people were getting access to their courses and their ebooks and things like that. But some people wanted more one-on-one attention, or some people couldn't get their password reset, something simple like that, or they were going to WordPress.com instead of going to join Perkins Marketing. There's all kinds of different reasons. So that's why my chargeback rate for January, I had about I think a total of 5 chargebacks in January because of my dad's funeral and everything, and not being, you know, as attentive to my clients and everything like that, which I totally understand. I didn't really give that much of an explanation. If you didn't catch the story, or, you know, if you didn't catch the 24-hour story, or you don't have me on Facebook, then you're not gonna know what was going on. So that's why my chargebacks were kind of high in the month of January. But y'all got me fucked up. Y'all really got me fucked up. Like, y'all not about to just come on my site, buy something, and then because you couldn't get into the course, you just go and dispute it. That's not how it works. What you wanna do to win your nice little disputes, well, first of all, what I have is Chase Payment Tech. So you may have PayPal or Stripe, or you might be using Cash App, which I hope you are not using Cash App to accept payments. But if you are, hey, more power to you, girl. I would suggest, if you're using Cash App, because I'm not gonna just say don't use Cash App and not give you an alternative, the alternative could be Wix or Weebly have free websites. Go ahead and set up a nice little page that says what's included and what they're paying for. You can literally have one product. Put a nice little button on that home page, a custom button. Make the link to that button your Cash App, and they can go straight to your Cash App from your website, and they can pay like that. So then you kind of have more of like a transaction detail, like an order report kind of detail, kind of thing like that ordeal. Or you can get Square. You can get Square, Stripe, PayPal, connect all of that to your WordPress, your Wix, your Weebly, all of those free different sites that they offer online, Squarespace, and then go ahead and set up your website. Go ahead, you guys are probably like, why do you have this pen in your hand? Because I'm showing you guys what you're gonna have to fill out. But go ahead and go to your website, set up your website, and then put your products on there and have them pay you that way. That way you have a history of the transaction. It's easier to win your disputes when you have order details, the customer put their orders in there. Sometimes, well, I used to have it to where you had to put your ID, like your actual driver's license, your ID number. Like I literally was making people do that at one point, but I stopped because I thought it was a little over the top. So what I get in the mail, I actually have Chase payment text. So what I get in the mail, it says your account has been debited as a result of this dispute initiated by the issuing bank. If you wish to contest this dispute, you must follow the instructions below and respond by 2/17/2019. So I have 5 days to respond to this. This one's actually kind of old. Let me see. So it tells you a lot of stuff on here. So actually, which is kind of crazy, is it tells me your credit card number on here, your full credit card number, and then it also tells me your, it does not tell me your expiration date, thank God. And it does not tell me the little number on the back. I do not like that they put people's full credit card numbers on here. That is not safe. What if somebody broke into my mail and stole this and went through all my mail and Lord forbid got their credit card numbers? I don't like that. So anyways, so there's a reason why you shouldn't dispute, because on the dispute paper, your credit card number is on there. So it says dispute date was January 24th. The actual transaction date was December 18th. So like I told you guys, it was all in the month of January was when people were kind of just going crazy. So let's see, at the bottom right here, it says this dispute is being forwarded to you. If you feel you have compelling documents to change this case, then please respond back to us by 2/17. Then it says you want to accept this dispute or challenge. So I'm gonna go ahead and challenge the dispute. And then it says merchant response. So I'm the merchant, and then I go ahead and fill out. And what I normally put is I have attached invoice is attached with policy that customer agreed to no refunds when accepting terms, agreements, and purchasing. I'm just reading off of one of my old ones. So this is actually where I went ahead and faxed this to Chase. So what I did was I fill out the front page, trying not to show you guys too much information. So I filled out the front page. This is just a proof of fact. So when you fax something, you get a report back, a paper, just kind of confirmation paper telling you it was delivered. So then I went ahead and filled out the paper, told them everything, signed it, everything like that. Then on the next page, I had the invoice for when they came on my website. So this is the invoice. It has the order number, it has their name, their billing address, everything like that. So along with that, I then send over my terms and agreements. So these are actually Perkins Marketing's policies. So it's actually 3 pages long. And what I do is I highlight the return of training materials, and then I also highlight the refund policy and I circle it. Now when you fax something, they won't be able to see that I highlighted it, but they will be able to see that I circled it. So they're gonna look through this, of course, they're gonna probably skim it over, and then they're gonna see their refund policy. Due to the nature of this promotion, all sales are final. There are no refunds. If you are not clear on what you are purchasing, we will be happy to provide you with more information in order to enable you to make an informed purchasing decision. We can be reached at KristolePerkins@joinperkinsmarketing.com. So clear as day, it says this on my website, which I will include a screenshot right here. When you go to checkout, you have to accept my terms and conditions. These are my terms and conditions. These are all of my policies all in one, and this is on my website for you to read 24/7 at your disclosure. So when I go ahead and send over the front page, the invoice, and then also attach this, it turns out to be about 6 pages. I send it over, and the next day my money is put back into my account, and I always win my dispute. When you're sending over an invoice with somebody's name and address on it, when you're sending over an invoice that has a privacy policy, a return policy, a terms of service, when you have all of that, there's no way for the customer to really fight back. Now, I know if you have a physical product, and this is more for digital products, if you have a physical product and you want to prove that your product has been delivered, you know, obviously your tracking number will come into play, but this is also good evidence to go ahead and show that this is available 24/7 for my customers to see. They can read over everything. They know for a fact what they're agreeing to, because if you read through it, which most people don't, if you read through it, then you see we don't accept any refunds and you cannot return our materials that are digital products. Also, I don't accept returns on my books either. All sales on Join Perkins Marketing are final. I've never lost a dispute in my life. The only time I've ever lost a dispute was because my date to respond was the day of my father's funeral. I was not going to be working and responding to disputes with petty amounts of money that don't really mean anything to me when I'm at my father's funeral. I'm getting my hair done, or I'm getting my makeup done. I'm going and buying my outfit. I'm making sure my little brother has everything that he needs. I'm making sure that my grandmother is in good, you know, condition and everything like that. I'm not worried about a dispute. So the only dispute I ever lost, which I didn't really lose, I just didn't respond to it. I never even responded to it. The paper's just in there and I never wrote anything. I never faxed it, and it was because it came in the mail while the funeral was happening and I wasn't gonna worry about it. So I promise you that everything that I say in this video, you can use in order to win all of your disputes, no matter if it's Stripe or PayPal. You just have to submit the right evidence. Now, if you don't have any policies, I'm going to leave a link below for a policy generator, which is 100% free. You can also go and get someone to write up your terms for you on like Fiverr.com or something like that. But if you want to go ahead and generate your privacy policy, your terms of service, your return policy, your refund policy, your shipping policy, anything like that, I'm gonna leave the generators below, because I actually didn't use Shopify, but Shopify does have a free generator that you can go ahead and use. So I did leave the link in the description below, so make sure you go ahead and click on that free trial for Shopify. Once you sign up for Shopify, you can go ahead and generate your policies. You can go to settings and then go to legal, and then it's going to be in there. Or you can actually just Google Shopify policy generator and it will pop up that way, and then you can go ahead and do it like that. So the way that I go ahead and win all of my disputes is I respond in a timely manner. I go ahead and attach my policies and let them know, yes, they agree to the terms and conditions, along with an invoice matching your name and billing address to your bank that you have on your bank's billing address. So they're going to go ahead and side with me every single time. I know with Stripe and PayPal, sometimes it takes a little longer. I don't use Stripe personally or PayPal because I just went to the bank and got a real, you know, merchant service provider. I didn't really feel like using the ones online. I wanted one that was real, and I've had it for over a year now, so I didn't want something that everybody else was using. I wanted the real deal, deposited right into my bank account the next day. That is my video on how to win disputes and how to win chargebacks and how to win every single time. So you want to make sure on your home page, on every page of your website, you always need to have a footer. At the bottom footer, you know, where it has like search, contact us, you need to have your terms of service, your privacy policy, your shipping policy, and your refund or return policy. It needs to be bright as day whenever anybody visits your website, because people need to see that. And in order for you to win your chargebacks or win your disputes, you need to be able to tell them, like, look, it's right here. Another thing that happened to me was with the Better Business Bureau. Someone actually reported me to the Better Business Bureau, and I fought that and I actually won that as well.